PGRXL.com. Now, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to read you a story. Sharon, we're not going to do a congrats right now. I really want to read you something that I think is worthy of. It's a story from my buddy Q. And Q, if you're listening, I want to say thanks. You sent me this story last night. Here it is. He says, I drove back out to the Lincoln Memorial to shuttle more veterans and visitors. I knew they would be short of volunteers. People are quick to volunteer, but when it comes to performing the task, well, that's another story. I didn't volunteer, I just went and helped. I drove the golf course from 0900 to 1800 hours. That's a long time. I was totally soaked on my left side. I cried when I picked up one of the veterans during the last hour I was there. I spotted him on the other side of graves I was traveling along and did a quick turnaround to head that way to see if they needed a ride. It seemed that it was his mom with him, a woman much older than this Vietnam War veteran. I had him sit in front next to me because he was just messed up. The mom got on the back seat and kept telling me how glad she was that someone came to pick them up. I put my arm around his shoulder and reassured him he wouldn't fall off, and to also let him know that I'm grateful for his sacrifices to our country. I could tell that he wasn't home yet. Now say that again. I could tell that he wasn't home yet. Home from war. I asked her if they were heading straight to the wall, and she said that's all he wants to see. I cried quietly and couldn't keep tears from running down my face, and for a moment I was glad for the rain. I've been cursing all day. I drove them all the way to the wall, and along the way I beckoned for one of the helpers to follow me. I apologized to a lot of people as I slowly worked my way through the crowds over the gravel path to the edge of the walk along the wall, and a helper helped him get off the cart. I thanked him for his service and welcomed him home and hoped that he will come home soon. I shuttled a few more rounds, found some food, and went home in need of a hot shower after getting out of my cold and wet clothes. I was going to do a walk tomorrow, but there really is no use since I have no decent camera, so I'll go shuttle more veterans. I can't think of a better way to say thank you to all of these men and women while also providing them with a small, needed service. Q, thanks, buddy. I really appreciate that. That was a well-placed sentiment.